Okay, so I just wanted to talk about the, you know, I want to talk about the first game I made. So, as you can see, the stats are all in the red. So I started working on this game on Saturday. So the challenge was to make a game in a week, but then the idea I chose was kind of pretty. It's not pretty easy, but I was able to do it in like 2 to 3 days. Like I could get a game out in 2 to 3 days, right? And that's because of the nature of the game, which is basically what if I combine the cookie clicker and brain rot characters or memes into what? And that's essentially the whole game aspect of it. Basically it's an idle slash incremental game, and that was my main goal for making this game. I just wanted to make something quick and easy, not quick, but I wanted to make something in 7 days that um I wanted to make something in 7 days and see how it would do. Because like I always tried, not tried, but like I always had projects that I would work on. But then when it got to like the UI side, I'll just be like luster and stuff. But that's currently how it's going. So as you can see, for day one, that's the average playtime is very low. So the reason for that is because on the first day, well, it's low all in general, but on the first day, when I released the game, it literally had like zero content. Like all you could do was like I'll show you guys this game later, but all you could do was like spin for characters and stuff, and like buy things, and buy the character upgrades. And it didn't really have an incentive that allowed players to continue coming back to play the game. People would play it immediately and then leave after like 2 minutes because they got bored. Additionally, I didn't know how to scale mobile UI because, it's the first time making games, so everything was scaled properly on my screen, but it didn't scale properly on mobile screens, and I also didn't scale well on PC screens as my screen was, bigger than other maybe laptops. So I had to spend like a lot of time. So people that joined on mobile, I had it open for mobile, and people that joined on mobile would leave it immediately because the game wouldn't, well, it looks terrible on their screen. So if we take a look at as you can see, zero payer conversion rate, zero. Uh, yeah, I didn't really have an incentive for players to really buy any. There's a lot of developer products, but I didn't have like a strong incentive that allowed like players, like wanting to play the game. So if you can see, I did run some ads. I ran ads just to see how running ads work on Roblox because I wasn't very sure on like if it was worth it or not, and I did see some growth. So if we do it from, I would say the game really started on the first, and today's the 7th, but so as you can see, our day one retention is extremely low because they left the game immediately, but we did get an influx of a lot of users, and the average playtime is now up to 4 minutes. This used to be lower, but I did implement some things that increased playtime. Before I started the game, I didn't have any daily rewards or playtime rewards, so players would just like after a couple seconds join and leave. But now I do have I've implemented a reward system, but that is not finished. If that makes sense, like the UI is not there, so it does look like everything UI wise in the game looks pretty bad. But I did implement like the system itself, and you can collect the rewards when they're done. And I have day 508 daily active users. But if we go more in depth on player retention, and I'll put this on when the game was basically, when I would consider it done. So if we do these 2 days, from there to there, our player retention is very below average. It's nowhere near where it should be. And that's because of the nature of the game. And most people leave the game, taper off after a couple days. If you look at our engagement, we did not. We did have a pretty good amount of daily active users, which is not bad for for your first game. But I think that's heavily subjected to due to the ads I ran. We do not have a good return rate. As you can see, only, well, this is not updated, but 17 total return users compared to all the 413 players that played today. That is not very good. Total playtime is pretty, I don't really care about that, but the average playtime is what we care about. So the reason why I was so high on December 1st is because basically me and my friends were playing just to test it out. But after day two, we didn't do that, and so tapered off to 2, tapered off to 2, tapered off to 2. So now it's sitting on a 2.9, or basically 3 minutes, and that is pretty bad. But as you can see, the it is trending upward. As like I implemented some systems that has allowed people to play longer, so that's good. New users session plates. Okay, so for here 2.1, which is pretty bad, but returning users do play a lot longer. As you can see, 10 minutes is pretty good, but for here is not really the greatest. And the new user retention, yeah, this is not really good at all. But this is my first game, and it is a learning experience. And I would say it's a very good one from what I've done. This is just, yeah, a lot of this was sponsored ads because I just wanted to see what, I just did it for 5 days within the challenge just to see how it felt like what, and to actually, you know, market your game on Roblox, put it in the algorithm, and see what I would gain from that. I'm not really familiar with all of these, like what they mean, but most of this was sponsored ads, I'm assuming. Oh, and yeah, most of this is search ads, okay. And then the rest, yeah, most of this is search ads. And then, what is this? Continue play. Yeah, okay, so demographic wise, most people play in United States, and that's pretty, I don't really know what to do with these stats if I'm being honest, but I did add like localization as well, and I didn't really work on anything in the economy, I didn't do anything in funnels, and I didn't really, so monetization wise, this game made $0. So yeah, most people that played the game, even the few people that played the game for long, didn't spend money on anything, which is not bad. But then I don't, well, no, it's not bad, it's not bad at all. I want you to play the game, but those are only a few people. Only a few people play the game longer than that 30 minutes, unfortunately. And I do think that it is due to a lack of content I've added to this game. And if we look at dev products, if we look at analytics, 0 sold. I do have a lot of dev products from varying prices, and I enabled regional pricing because I thought it would be good, you know, for other countries. Game passes, there are no icons for this, and I do think that is another bad thing, but I didn't really have enough time to make enough icons during the 7-day challenge. So if we look at here, I left them default. I have no avatar items, I have no ads, I have no subscriptions. I don't really know how creator rewards work. I just saw this and I was like, okay, I made 5 Robux. Or did I make 5 Robux? I don't know. So performance wise, yeah, we only have 1 player. I think that's me because I'm on Roblox Studio. Searching by place has increased, and this is counting that last, yeah, okay. It has increased, crash rate decreased, client memory usage, whatever. What else can I think that's basically it. So I'll show you guys the game. Keep in mind, I'll explain my thought process. So, is anyone playing right now? Oh, one person is playing. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, I do. Yeah, okay, so it has 4,000 visits, 10 favorites. I think 3 of them being my friends. And I did reduce the server size used to be 12. I did reduce it to 8 because I was like, you know what, no. So if we go in. Actually, before I show you guys that, I just want to show you this. So this is what I made by myself, and then I just gave this AI like spice it up because I thought people really didn't. Like, I am proud of this, but there is some. I'll show you in Infinity. There is some artifacting on the borders, I used Blender to make get the characters, and then I went in Affinity and edited it like this. And so if we open the game, I've added background music. Oh, I'm the only one editing. Okay, so I got a background music. I got spins. So the purpose of the game is you click on Twin Fang Subway. As you know, this is basically a clicker clone, and then you spin for a certain character. The spin wheel is a little buggy where you can, if you land on a character, you can see what you get over here before like it actually shows you. But yeah, so I also have a rock system where these are like premium coins, right? And so this will give you like characters like this. Everything in a purple border is a rot coin character, and they give you like this one is giving me 20% left. This one gives me 10% on rebirth. This one 2x is everything, $10 per second. And then 10 shop costs makes shop cheaper. So if I go in a shop upgrades, well, I own every upgrade, but yeah. So we do have some animations when I click the shop. It's not the greatest, but here's the game. Oh, I don't know why it's scaling that. So this is the Game Pass section. We got rock coin section. So this is our luck boosters, and this is our NPC. This is just rock coins, which is the premium currency of this game. And then these are our upgrades. I do think I'm gonna have to revamp this because it's not very easy to see and it's not very intuitive to go to. This is the auto clicker, so if I turn this off, you would see my money taper off, but when I turn it back on, it brings back this icon. And then you have 2 times Robux on everything, which is a Game Pass, a lucky charm, and then your rock coins up here. And then the stats page is not finalized, but I'm gonna have to redo it. But yeah, it shows you how many characters you have. It is currently bugged as it doesn't show you your premium inventory characters, but it shows you your click power, and it shows you your passive income per second, your rock coins, your money, and how long you played the game for. And if you click here, this is our tutorial. I didn't have a tutorial at the beginning because I thought this was a pretty easy game, but then I started to realize that just because I know what to do doesn't mean other people know what to do. So I added like a quick tutorial. I do want to make it a visual tutorial where I tell like lead players on to click a button like this one, and then once they spin they get characters. I tell them to upgrade it like that, but I did not know how to do that, so I made it text-based. So here is our reward system, which tracks how much time you stayed in the game. So if I claim this, I do actually claim it. You won't be able to see because I have a lot of money, but I do actually claim it, and maybe, yeah, it'll give me 20% luck. It'll give you 1 rat coin. So these effects all work. You get the free rare, you get the free legendary, and if you leave the game, your timer resets. So this is what I wanted to give a players an incentive to do. But this purple thing is your rebirth bar, which will go up. It goes all the way up to the max if you have enough money to rebirth, and it will give you like a visual indication, and you can buy characters, and they actually like, you know, do something. So if this gives us a second to update. Okay, that is not updating. Okay, so that's bugged, but let me see. Yeah, okay, it's currently bugged, but that's actually quite unfortunate. Yeah, it's not working right now, but yeah, this is basically the game. And I just wanted, my mom is kind of homeless, but yeah, I just wanted to know if this was like, if anybody's watching this, like, hey, how can I make this better? I know the UI is pretty bad. I know it looks pretty developer UI, meaning unfinished, but this is what I've learned. So this is basically what I've learned, that you need to create something more like you have to have a great idea and your game has to be fun. I feel like my game is kind of fun, but it does lack a lot of content as there's only 21 characters on the normal spinner, a little more on the other one. And I just wanted, you know, like, I basically just wanted feedback. You know, if you take time out of your day, test the game. I know it's not very good. It's my first game. Your first product's never gonna be good. Well, sometimes it may be, but yeah, it's under early development. I'm still trying to figure out how much money I should be giving to players, As you can see, there's a little bug there. I'm going to go fix that, hopefully. I don't know what's causing that, but yeah. So yeah, these are my day one stats for my first Roblox game. So you know, hopefully you guys learn something. Don't do what I did. Plan plan ahead, I'd say. Just make sure you have good looking icons. Like, this is AI generated just because I'll show you the previous icon. Actually no. So yeah, this used to be the previous first one I did by myself. And I just took a screenshot of the game and put it there. And then this is the one I did by myself, which is, I would say, marginally better than this one, when I like this one. And yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, also, for version history, I wasn't really sure how you update a Roblox game. So do not do what I did. Do not spam updates, because I would just, every time I finish something, I would just update, which is very, very bad. And I still do it, but like, I would recommend you not to, and just update when you have, unless it's like a huge bug that you have to fix or like some small patch. Do not spam updates like I did. Try to test your game, please, or have a separate developer version, which I think I'm gonna do in the future. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, yeah, so this is yeah, this is basically it. Yeah, enjoy the video.